Hello, good evening. So today I'm going to discuss very important concept of origin and local originated. Okay, so in BGP, while best path selection, you will have a step three where do you can see there is an option for the locally originated, right? And step 5 is origin. So I just want to have a discussion on the what is the difference between them, because I, as per as my experience, I know a lot of the people are confused over this. So I'm trying to make the thing simpler, right? Because in books or the most of the trainer make sometimes make thing complex instead of the making it simpler. Okay, so what exactly is a locally originated, and why, what is the origin? If we already have a locally originated, then what is the point of an origin? Okay, so first I will discuss what is a locally originated. So locally originated is on the router R4. I have a route which is connected 192.168.1.0/24, that's connected. If I give a network command on this under the BGP, that is a, what is that, right? What is that? That's a locally originated. Okay, so and what kind of a route this is? This is I, right? Because, so what is the origin of this route? The origin of this route is I, and how it is originated? It's a locally originated because it is done by the network command. Okay, if the same route is redistributed on the router R1 with with a static, right, command, then the origin, what is an origin? Origin would be the question mark, because that is the redistribution. But is it a locally originated on R1? Yes, that is a locally originated. So both the route, in the case R1 and R4, are locally originated, but origin is different. In R1 the origin is question mark, and in R4 the origin is I, right? So origin is I. What is an origin? Origin is I, and it is a locally originated from the R4. Over here origin is question mark redistribution, but the locally originated. So in both cases it's a locally originated, but the origin is different, right? So that matters. That's the difference between the locally originated and the origin. So it's a locally originated, it is also a locally originated. In R1 this is a question mark, here it is a I. Okay, so once this route, origin with the question mark and locally originated on ASR1, the black route reaches to R2, right? So R2, what R2 will be, see whether it's a locally originated route from R2? No, but the origin would be the question mark, right? The same over here, 192.168.1.0/24, right? Is it the originated from the R3? No, but the question, but it's a redistributed route, so that is why we have a question mark over here. So this is not going to be changed, the origin is not going to be a change, origin is the same, but low. But what is the change going to a change from R1 to R2 to R3 to R4? Over here the black route, for this black arrow, that's the origination of the route. Locally originated from R1, yes. Locally originated from the R2, no. Locally originated from the R3, no. Locally originated from the R1 question mark route is no, right? In this way, this origin is I. Locally originated from the R4, yes. What is an origin? Yes, it's I, because it's, but it's not locally originated from the R3. What is an I? Locally originated from the R2? No, it's not but origin is I, origin doesn't change. The same goes once it reaches to over here. Okay, so that is the difference between the locally originated and this route. So which route R1 will install? right? So R1 will have now the both the root. It has a one of the root 192.168.1.0 origin with the question mark. It has also another root with the 192.160 origin I, right? But one root is a locally originated, another is an R1. So it will install the redistributed root because in the BGP table, because that is more preferable at the step number 3, right? Because this root is originated at itself, right? And the green rod is having the origin I also, but it's not originated locally originated from the R1. It was originated from the R1, R4, right? The same goes to the R2. Now let's see the R2. On R2, what we have? We have the both the root. One is 192 black route, the other is a green one. Okay, 192.68 one slash origin, but okay. And this route is also not locally originated from the R2, and this route is also not originated from the R2. So what are the BGP best path selection? Weight is all good, clear. uh, local preference, local preference is equal. Locally originated, no, both the routes are not locally originated. As path, as path is same, it's receiving one as away, and this is also one as away, so this is same. Then what is that? Then the origin. So what is an origin? Here this origin is a question mark, here is origin is I. So which route will be installed? The green one route will be installed, origin is I. Okay, now move to the next one. One on R3, which route will be installed? We have 192.168 origin, we have 192.164 origin I. It is also one hop away, this is also one hop away. AS is equal, weight is equal. Now which route is uh, going to be installed in the BGP routing table? So we have an R3. Is it this route is originated from the R3? No. Is it this route is originated from the R3? No. So there is no selection over here. The next is the AS path. AS path is same, one hop away, right? One AS away. Then other is a step 5, where these routes are, what is the origin of this route? This origin is a question mark, origin is I. Which will be installed? The origin I. Okay, now next goes over here on R4. On R4 we have a two route. One is a locally originated, the other is not locally originated. So it doesn't make any sense whether it's a question mark or I. It will just install this green route because that's a locally originated. So that is the concept of the locally originated and origin. So we should not be get a confuse on this. What on this? They are the same or different, but which and the locally originated is not an attribute, it's just a parameter for the path selection method. Oh, it's one of the way which comes under the for the path selection method or the election method. But origin, what is an origin? Origin is an attribute, yes. What kind of an attribute origin? It's a well known mandatory attributes. So well known, every router has to be, once send the BGP update, it has to be present under the BGP update. So that is, it's not a mandate, mandatory, and every vendor has to understand this. Okay, so that is what is called the origin, is one of the well known mandatory attributes. Okay, thank you.